My family ignored me when I said I moved to Arizona. 10 months later, Mom called, screaming, "Why didn't you tell us?" I said, I did, 6 times. When I moved from Ohio to Arizona, I didn't do it impulsively. I planned the whole thing for months. New job, new apartment, new climate. That didn't include scraping ice off my windshield at 6 a.m. My family had known for a long time, or at least they should have. The truth is, my family has always had selective hearing when it comes to me. I'm the quiet one, the one who doesn't make drama, the one who doesn't demand attention. My sister Emily, she sneezes, and my mom sends out a family group text asking for prayers. So when I brought up my move the first time, over Sunday dinner while Emily talked about her boyfriend for the 15th time, I barely made it to the second sentence before Mom said, "Sweetie, let Emily finish. This is important. Strike one." A week later, I told Mom again while she was baking cookies. She nodded and said, "That's nice, honey," in the same tone someone uses when a toddler shows them a rock. The next day, she asked if I could swing by to help her move a mattress next month. I said, "Mom, I won't be here next month." She blinked like I'd spoken Mandarin. Strike two. I texted the family group chat. Nobody responded, not even a thumbs up. But minutes later, everyone responded to Emily posting a blurry picture of a salad. Strike three. Before the move, I told my dad directly. He said, "You've always been dramatic. You'll probably change your mind." I was literally packing while he said it, so I stopped telling them. I just left. Arizona was exactly what I needed. Sun, quiet, space to breathe. I made friends. I found a job where 95 degrees meant nice weather. My life finally felt like it belonged to me. 10 months passed. Then my phone exploded at 7:14 a.m. Mom, 13 missed calls. When I finally answered, she was screaming, "Why didn't you tell us you moved? We called your old apartment and they said you don't live there anymore." I was still half asleep and deeply confused. "Mom, I told you, a lot, like multiple times." "No, you did not." So I asked, "Do you want me to list them?" And I did. Dinner table, baking cookies, group chat, the phone call with Dad, the reminder 2 days before I left, the text with my flight confirmation. Silence. Then she said the wildest thing I've ever heard from her. "Well, you should have said it in a way we'd remember." I actually laughed. I couldn't help it. "You mean louder? More dramatic? Like Emily?" She immediately got defensive. "This is not about your sister." Of course it was. Later that day, Dad called too. He was calmer, but just as confused. "Son, why didn't you tell us?" "Dad, I told you. You literally told me I was being dramatic." He paused. "Well, we thought you were just upset about something." That was the moment it hit me. My family didn't forget. They just didn't listen. And honestly, that realization hurt more than anything else. But then something unexpected happened. My grandma, who actually pays attention, called me later. "Honey, I knew. You told me twice. I wrote it down. Everyone else is just mad. They don't pay attention to anything that isn't them." God bless that woman. Word spread through the extended family. A few aunts texted apologies. My sister sent a passive-aggressive, "You could have tried harder." Mom guilt-tripped me for keeping secrets. Dad pretended he always supported me, but the truth is simple. I told them. They didn't listen, and I'm not responsible for their selective hearing. Now, when they call, I answer if I feel like it. When Mom starts lecturing, I say, "Sorry, bad signal," and hang up. I'm building a life here. Sun, cactus, and peace included. And last week, Grandma mailed me a handwritten note. "Proud of you. Arizona suits you. Ignore the loud ones." Best letter I've ever gotten.